The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the producers and/or the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of FRC Media, Bristol Community College, or the City of Fall River.
Thanks again for joining us on a Wednesday here at FRC Media, and I'm pleased to be joined, as I am most Wednesdays, by the Mayor of the City of Fall River, Mayor Paul Coogan. Mayor, how are you this week?
Doing great, Keith. How about you?
I appreciate it. Good. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I want to start with last night's City Council meeting. It was the third time that your nomination of Interim Chief Kelly Furtado was put for a full-time appointment. The council voted 5-4 to approve that appointment, so she is in. I want to talk a little bit of nuances, but first, I've asked you this many times. Why do you feel that she was a good choice to be chief?
I think her background, her experience, her ability to work with the two unions down there. It seems like she's got a good working relationship with them. Obviously, some things she says yes, some things she says no, but there's some form of a spirit working together down there that's keeping things really quiet right now. And she's been there 7 months now, and I can't say, maybe you have, I haven't heard any complaints. It just seems like things are going along really well. I know they're very, very aggressive on street crime, and they're working on a number of different proposals for the summer to make sure we do something about littering, traffic, things that reflect poorly on the city and affect every day the residents in the city of Fall River. So I know she's been doing a great job. I hear it from all the guys. We got a couple of letters here before the vote, and I'm comfortable she can do the job. And she could do the job if her name was Ken Furtado. She's got the right composition to do it.
Yeah. There were a couple of changes in I guess what is happening now with the new chief, and also what may happen in the future. One, originally there was a 3-year contract proposed for the chief. That was changed to 1 year. According to the meeting last night, I don't know if you can lend any insight. Apparently, that a multiple year contract is not allowed. Fill us in on that.
A multiple year contract, I think, is still allowed, but what we wanted to do as part of Kelly's tenure, if you remember, pretty much all or a good portion of the councilors wanted to have some kind of a panel or some kind of review of these candidates. So it was our intent, looking at the different ways to do it, was to move it back to civil service like we did with the fire chief, where we now have Chief Bacon, who's doing a great job for us. We'll move the police chief back to civil service. That allows a civil service panel to assess the candidates, send us the names, and then locally we can look at the candidates and, put a city councilor on there, myself, human resources, a couple of neighborhood people, and see our candidates and go forward from there. Again, I said that early this morning. If Kelly's in the top 3, she wants to interview, she'll be fine. If she doesn't make it, then we're going to probably be doing a new chief in another year.
So is the 1 year contract because of the civil service? That, again, this has got to go through the state legislature as a home rule petition. Is that reason why there's a 1 year?
It takes a long time. It's like, I think, around maybe 3 months to go through the legislature. Then you call for a list and they start assessing candidates. It's another few months. So we were just trying to give ourselves plenty of time. Then there'll be our own interviews or whatever. So obviously, I hope Kelly decides to put her name in and go forward. And if she doesn't, then we'll pick the best candidate for whatever they send us.
All right. So the civil service part, though, is something that is a change. Again, it needs to go through the state legislature. And there was talk last night it could take 6 months to a year. Who knows, right? That's a whole different.
We'll get it done. I talked to Senator Rodrick and Representative Fiola, and they're going to help us. And it's a home rule petition. So we should be fine. And it's nothing radical. It doesn't really cost the state any money. It's just a process for us to pick a chief.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. Another item that was before the city council last night is your administration has submitted the FY 2026 budget. You have a lengthy letter to the city council about some of the strengths and weaknesses of the budget. How do you foresee the budget for next year and some of the challenges that it may set up for the city?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there are a number of areas that we're keeping an eye on very closely. Health insurance, increased school assessment, pensions, These are all things that impact the budget. And again, I think I saw health insurance talking about an 8% increase, but that's less than even the state is paying 10 or 15%. So we're working hard to get those costs down. At the same time, take care of all of our employees and our retirees. So that's where we stand on that. There are a number of pressures on the budget. There's some increased revenue. We're still getting a pretty good return on investment income. State funding went up a little bit. So there are things we're looking at. And obviously, we're very pleased with the budget. Emily Opke, who went through, our new finance person, and pulled a few $1 million out of there in not in cuts. I don't want people to think we're cutting, in what I call surplus accounts that are being emptied now to try to fund the budget going forward. I don't think that Florida is going to get hit too bad. It depends on what happens with the federal government, like with community development and a few of these other agencies. But we should be able to go along pretty peacefully here for a year or two. I mean, obviously, she built in a stabilization fund for Diamond, and we'll be okay. We're going to be okay. It's just a matter of making sure we keep an eye on spending and use the taxpayers' dollars wisely.
I know something you've brought up in the past is, since you've been in office, you've been able to increase the city's rainy day fund. It's not at a spot where it should be, but it's definitely better than what it was when you came in office, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's so funny though, because when you say rainy day fund, when people want to do something that you might not think is as important as building up that surplus for health insurance, for Diamond, for Durfee, for anything we need going forward, the schools. Well, you got so much money, you can give us money. Wait a minute. It's the long-term ability to use that stabilization fund for practically just emergencies. We don't want to be caught with our pants down if there's something big hits and we have no money. They say you need about 10% of your budget, and we're a $400 million budget, so we've got 18 million. We're not there yet. We'll build it up a little bit, hopefully this year, but at the same time, we're trying to take care of our bills and get the stability of the city financially in order all the way up.
Yeah. All right, and finally this week, someone had asked me to ask you this question, and it has to do about the look of the city in terms of enticing people to come here. I know that your administration has done a good job with cleanups and, of course, improving what's happening down on the waterfront. This has to do with banners on light poles, primarily in downtown and other parts of the city. I believe when you came in, there was a process in place. The contract had run out. And some of those banners are still up, and people are saying, well, why aren't there new banners? Do you have an update on what the city plans to do with those banners?
Yeah, we're waiting. Well, we're gonna change all the banners out. We're gonna make it one uniform message throughout the city. We're waiting for an RFP to get done right now, so we can send it out to bid. I like banners. I think they add some color and some class to the city. Then hopefully people will see them within the next couple of months. We've had numerous meetings on banners this year, banner design, using the new logo, adding in something from the traditional logo, but making it look classy. And I think it'll go a long way to improve the look of the city. But we are moving quickly on trying to get these banners done.
And where would they be displayed? I know a lot of them used to be downtown. Are you planning to try to expand that as well?
Yeah, downtown is good. I think Pleasant Street, Bedford Street, the waterfront. I think we should spread them out a little bit, go a little further down the south end. I think, like I said, they add a nice touch of class, and I'm looking forward to seeing them up.
Is there any budget line set aside for this? How much you plan to spend on this?
I think it's coming out of maintenance, but there has been money set aside for the banners. When I said that, I'm trying to think if it was some ARPA money we had designated. I'm not sure, but I think we have the money for this.
Yeah,
we've already priced it.
All right, Mayor Paul Coogan, as always, thank you for your time. We'll talk again next week. Take care.
Okay, thanks, Keith.
All right, and thank you for joining us as always here on FRC Media. Have a great week.